Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading for December 10th through the 16th. Alright guys, so I am using the Enchanted Tarot by Amy Zerner this week. People always ask me when I use this deck which deck it is, and I don't get paid a single penny for telling you this. But on Amazon, the last time I checked this week, this deck was $13.97. So if you've been looking for a little Christmas gift for yourself and you're into tarot cards, this might be a good time to pick up this deck. And it comes with the pretty little purple pouch and the box and everything that's in the thumbnail. So, and again, I don't make any money off of it, unfortunately, but I'm just letting you know. Let's see, Wednesday, Thursday for Scorpio, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then, of course, a card for love, Scorpio. Card for love. Oh, there's your love card for the week. So let's see what's going on. Your Monday, Tuesday, Scorpio is justice. Okay, so some of you Scorpios have some kind of karmic situation happening or going on. It could be you, Scorpio, for those of you who have Libra in your moon sign or in your rising sign or somewhere in your chart. You might be called to pull in some more of those Libra traits within yourself to get through a current phase or situation. Or some of you may be dealing with a Libra. This could be like a Libra soulmate for some of you. For other ones of you, this could full on be some really major crossroads in your life, something where you're having to make decisions and you're being guided to stepping onto your life path, your life purpose. And so for some of you, there is a life lesson here in terms of boundaries. Some of you are finding that there's a situation where maybe you're having to go to court. Sometimes this could be like legal cases for some people. Now, I don't do legal readings. I don't give legal advice, but I do know that many times the justice card can come up when there's some kind of a legal proceeding or something happening within like a court situation or court case that you might be dealing with or preparing for in the beginning part of the week. Some of you, I feel there's some kind of unfairness. You're having to put your foot down. And it could be that you're giving a lot of yourself. You're giving a lot of your time in a situation and not getting a lot back. So this could be a work situation. This could be a family dynamic situation. It could be a relationship. But you're being encouraged to speak up. And you're being encouraged to speak your truth. And I think for some of you, the truth is coming out about a situation. Some of you have had maybe somebody who's been lying on you or who's been unfair in some way, and the truth is coming out. I'm hearing redemption. I'm hearing validation for some of you. This is a general reading, and there's a lot of different ways the cards can apply, and I always try to go over the different ways in which it's going to, you know, apply to certain ones of you. Because not every single Scorpio is going through the same exact thing. Your card for Wednesday, Thursday, middle of the week is Eight of Swords. So you might be feeling stuck or trapped by something. You might be having a really hard time about a situation. Or you might be feeling like there's no way out of it. You might be telling yourself, well, I can't move on until this particular thing happens. Or I'm stuck until, you know, X, Y, and Z falls into place. And Eight of Swords lets you know that there's something you're not quite catching. You're maybe having some limited vision here, and you're feeling stuck when you're not really stuck. So you can ask your angels and guides to help you to open your eyes, to see the possibilities, to see the different ways out, to help you see how to step out of the situation. You may genuinely feel like your situation is hopeless, but when this card comes up, it's letting you know that you're not hopeless. There's just, there's something you have not yet seen. So you can pray about it, you can meditate on it, and ask for guidance to help you know or see the way out. And I think for some of you, this is just you're feeling very stuck or you're feeling very trapped. I'm hearing burden. A lot of you are feeling very burdened. You're feeling like you have a lot on your shoulders. People have dumped a lot on you to handle, and you may feel it might be a little bit unfair. You might feel like it's unfair, like you're getting so much of the work and you're not getting support. And again, this could be another situation in which you're being encouraged to speak up, Scorpio. And Scorpios aren't necessarily known for being like timid or being afraid to speak up. In fact, Scorpios have a reputation for like, oh, don't mess with Scorpio, you're going to get stung. But sometimes in situations with family or certain dynamics, it might be difficult to speak up. Or we might put up with a lot than we wouldn't typically in other situations. So whatever this is something near and dear to your heart. This is a very personal matter, and you're feeling very stuck by it, or you're feeling very stuck in it. So it may be a good time, even if it's just to take some time away, make time for you, try to rest, try to do something nice for yourself, try to recharge your battery, and ask for help and guidance to see a way out of the situation or a happy resolution. Oh, now this is reversed. This is 10 of Wands. I typically don't do reversals. I really don't. And I usually make sure that the cards are not in a way where, you know, they're turned over. And I know when I say I don't do reversals and I turn it around, there's always that one person that makes a huge deal about it in the comments. I read how I read, guys. You're more than welcome to read how you want to read. I read how I read. But 10 of Wands typically is something is ending, something is over, okay? So even if you wanted to read it as a reversed and you're having like a really hard time accepting the fact that I'm not reading it reversed, even then it could be that maybe somebody is having a hard time, some of you are having a hard time letting something go. 10 of Wands is like you've been doing something for too long. It's coming to an end. It's coming to a completion. It's time to put it down. So maybe some of you are having a hard time putting that thing down. Or maybe some of you are just like, I can't do it anymore and I'm tired of it. Some of you who are in this 8 of Swords situation, you might be getting pushed so hard till you're coming to a point by the end of the week where you're snapping or you're having a little bit of a breakdown. You're like, this is just way more than I can carry and I can't handle it. And like it or not, you're getting sick, or you're having an anxiety attack, or you're having a little bit of a nervous breakdown, whatever it might be. You just might be like, I can't do this anymore. So to avoid that breakdown, put it down. Take a rest. We already talked about Wednesday, Thursday. You need some rest, Scorpio. You have way too much on your shoulders right now. Those of you who are in parts of the world where we have like the Christmas holiday coming up, I don't know what other cultures, if there's holidays coming up in different cultures or different religions. Outside of, those that, I know there's Hanukkah right now, but outside of that, I don't know what's happening in other parts of the world in terms of holidays, but, or end of the year, whatever it might be, that might be an added pressure, right? You might be feeling there's even more on top of your shoulders right now. And so this is a time when a lot of people are stressed out, and you need to make time for yourself, and you need to make sure you're not taking on more than you can actually carry. Okay, you need to delegate. And for some of you, we have Justice here. Some of you, you're just having to be very firm, and you're just having to tell somebody, you're having to call them out, especially if it's a situation within friends or family, or even with coworkers. Maybe you're having to call somebody out for like dumping something on your desk that's not your responsibility, or whatever it might be. I mean, obviously, use caution. Use caution in how you're doing this. You don't want to start World War III, but you need to be firm. You need to be firm, and some of you need to practice delegating. Your card for the week in love is Queen of Pentacles, okay? So, this is interesting because we're talking about love here, and yet we have a Pentacle card, and Pentacle could traditionally be seen as money or finances. Those of you who watch my videos, you've heard me say it before, money is a physical measure of energy spent. It's a representation of energy. So for some of you, this could be that there's a shift for the better in your vibration, in your love vibration, or in your romantic vibration. So some of you have some block that's being removed. Maybe you've been stuck in some ways in love, and you have felt very poor in love. But now you're coming into a time where you're feeling very wealthy in love. So you might have somebody where you feel like somebody's maybe putting you up on a pedestal in some way, or being more attentive to you, or you're noticing or you're seeing that people are beginning to pursue you, or come at you with more respect than maybe what you may be used to. Scorpios have reputation for having very, sexy or hot relationships or love affairs. Or maybe in the past, you've been in that situation where you feel like people just want to hook up, but they don't want more outside of that. So maybe you're coming into energy where somebody's being very respectful, honoring you, respecting you more. Some of you are meeting somebody through work. Some of you are self-employed, or you're beginning to move towards becoming self-employed, and you might be meeting a new love interest through that avenue. But Queen of Pentacles, to me, also, I think of it as like a Taurus energy. So some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. Some of you may have Taurus in your chart. And that's like, qualities of the Taurus that you're pulling up or you're leaning on as you're moving forward in your love life. Queen of Pentacles to me also is just comfort in the home. And I think of it as like sanctuary in the home. So those of you who are trying to establish, fuller, happier love energy in your life, whether it's an existing relationship or calling in a new relationship, Queen of Pentacles to me would say, clear out the clutter in your home. Create a sense of sanctuary for yourself, and that is going to continue helping elevate and bring more love energy into your life. All right, Scorpio, so be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign. I'm having a special psychic sale for 2019 readings, for readings around 2019, forecast personal readings. I'm going to go more into the details of that with the videos that I'm going to post in the next few days for the 2019 forecast. I'm going to do general forecasts for the signs, and I'll announce the details of the special sale that I'm having in those videos when I do those videos. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. Those of you who have been reaching out for private readings, those of you who are keeping touch on social media during the week, thank you so much for letting me be part of your journey, my friends.